3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Liga Virtual Belgian Grand Prix is go. Another poor start from Wedding. A good start though from the Haas once again. Danny right behind Rosella into turn 1 and they squeeze into La Source. Do they get through there safely? It looks like they've all managed to safely navigate the tricky turn 1 and now the run up the hill towards Eau Rouge and Radion side by side. Danny and Kabachik, but it's Wedding with the run. He's got the straight line speed. He's gonna get by Danny. He's got the help of the toe of the Haas in front of him. And does he get back up into second place? He does. He's got the AlphaTauri in the background of Kashishny looking to make a move as well as they go through Leiku on lap 1. But Rosella leads. Wedding back up into second place. Needed to do that on the soft tyre. As we've got Jeff now behind Danny and his teammate Cabeza Speed. Williams 4th and 6th at the moment. So go through Pouan. You can see the load on the tyres, smoke coming off them. And Danny all over the back of Cabeza Speed and Jeff almost into the back of Danny there. So a bit of a pack already forming behind the Haas of Kalbachik. Rosella comfortably leads already 2 seconds clear of the field. And then we have Wedding, Kalbachik, Cabeza Speed, Danny, Jeff, Alex, and Guzhizny. We've got Jeff with the run on Danny here. He's got the toe. He's going to try and go around the outside at the bus stop. Able to pull it off. He's going to have the inside for the final part of the bus stop and he gets the job done. So good move from Jeff and Williams now in 4th and 5th. Danny though does have the slipstream. He's going to have a look into turn 1 as he's positioning in the background. Ooh, a little bit of light contact there. But Jeff holds on for now, but he's going to be punching a massive hole all the way up the hill towards Lake Coombe. Here we go, Danny right there. Looks like Cabeza Speed having a look at Kabalchik as well down the road. But as you can see, just a little bit of lower wing on the Williams. Better straight line speed. And Jeff will hold on for now. And even Alex Bishag being involved as well. He's starting to close in on this gap. Sorry, my mistake. Picture Colin as we've got this replay from the start again. Poor start from Wedding Kabalchik with the good start. Splits the middle. Wedding tries to go around the inside. Got Danny on the inside. And then they're going to go side by side all the way up through to Eau Rouge. And through Radion here. Leaving space between the two. A little bit of a slide there for the Aston Martin. And now we've got the start from Olympia down in 13th. He's got Ross alongside him. And under brakes, sort of interlocking wheels there with the Alfa Romeo, but thankfully they both avoid major dramas. Now Kushizny on Pichikolan is going to go around the outside. Got DRS, and he's going to try and set his sights on catching 6th place Danny down the road. Pichikolan just struggling a bit here. Fairy tale of Hungary's long gone. And his teammate now having a look. We've got Cabeza Speed here. He's ran wide. He's on the Astro. He's in the wall. He's bounced across. And the Mercedes of Vengatore, he's got nowhere to go. That's a massive accident. And the Mercedes is just unlucky there. He's just minding his own business. He had nowhere to go. And Sepeda, he's got major damage on that McLaren. And he might try and repair his car, but he's going to be a long way down. You can see Vengador, he's got a lot of damage as well. And here's the replay. So just ran wide in the aero wash. Dropped the right rear into the wall and into the unfortunate path of the Mercedes. And Vengador probably could have paid a little bit more attention, but either way, unlucky. And hold on, we had a change of position here. Wedding has somehow ended up in the lead, and Rosella's 2 seconds behind. And maybe a little bit of a game freeze there. And we've got Brendan Ross here making a move on Lomph. Look at that straight line speed. Able to breeze by the Mercedes. And Ross into 11th place. We've got Jeff and Cabeza speed. Jeff now up into 4th, so this is a replay. Makes the move on his teammate, and he gets the job done. And that brings Danny into play. Battle between Ross and Lope continues. A big slide from Ross, and able to save it. And now he's going to go and try and get that position back on Lope here. But Brendan Ross does have, it seems, a low downforce package on his car, and he's just breezed straight by. Here we got Cabeza speed, looking to get one back on his teammate. So no team orders down there at Williams, and he gets the job done back into 4th place. Going to try and set off after Kabalchik. The final spot on the podium here. Here we go. Argentinian just having a look, and now we've got Danny and Jeff, and that's contact between the two. It spun Jeff around, and he's going to wait for a few cars to go by here. Doesn't thankfully beach himself on the sleeping policeman curb, but I think Danny was at fault there. It was a little bit far back. Bit of work to do from Jeff as we cut back, and that is Cabeza speed making his move on the Haas finally. Gets the job done. At the same time, we've got Guzhizny making a move on Alex, and a little bit of contact at Lecombe there, but I think Guzhizny's got the job done. He has. We've got Aguirre and Pitcher Colin as well battling it out for P8. Go Red Bull and AlphaTauri here. Alex and Guzhizny needing a second serving of slipstream. He will have the DRS, but does he have the top speed? He's got more. Looks like he's got more wing on that Red Bull. And even with DRS, he struggles to get the job done. He's had to cut the chicane there, has Alex. And he's kept the position as well. And the Alfa Romeo of Aguirre has just come through and says, I'll take that position as well. Thank you very much. Aguirre now up to 7th. That's 2 spots down for Guzhizny. Might be a little bit annoyed with Alex in the Red Bull having to cut the chicane to make the move. Oh, and the Red Bull's made a mistake. Pitcher Colin with the mistake. Jeff, I think he'll have DRS as well. Gets the job done, and he's back into P9. Go Rosella on Wedding. Wedding doesn't look like he's putting up too much of a fight, and Rosella will retake the lead. They're only 3 seconds ahead of Cabeza speed as we've got Aguirre now making a move on Alex. So the Alfa Romeo on the move at the moment, and he's up into P6, and Alex again cutting the chicane. Red Bull's not able to pull it up down there. Guzhizny having a look. Rosella, fastest lap of the race. Jeff is going to try around the outside at the bus stop again. Did it on lap 1 against Danny. He does it on lap 9 against Guzhizny. So Jeff now up into P8 on the move. But Danny into the pits, the first. At least I think it's the first of our drivers into the pit. So looking to undercut. He's put the soft tyres on as well. But remember, both the Alpines started on the soft, as did Brendan Ross. So they have to put either the mediums or hards on. So Danny's got Lope in front of him, and he's in some used tyres at the moment. You can see just the difference in tyres right there. And Lope just lifting a little bit, realising his battle was done there. Here we have Alex behind Aguirre here. And we've got the Williams of Jeff in the pits. So he's seeing what Danny's done and looking not to get undercut here. And well, we've got the Red Bull around in the wall. Pitcher Colin. As I said earlier, the fairy tale of Hungary is long gone. And he's in the wall there. And we've got Ross and Danny battling it out. for position 8. The straight line speed of the Haas, even with the toes, able to keep pace, if not just extend over the Aston Martin behind. A little bit of a lockup for the Haas, and he goes into the pit lane. And Danny will get some nice DRS down the pit straight, and some fresh air as well. And we've got Wedding, he's come in as well. Another one of the leaders to come in. Did have Cabeza Speed closing in on him, and figures good time to pit for some fresh tyres. Make sure he gets the undercut. Here we go, he's got the run on Kajishny, and he is just going to breeze by the AlphaTauri around the outside of Blanchimont. And he's not going to be too far away from Alex here. And we've got Jeff around the outside of Loaf. He's going to try the same manoeuvre around the outside of Blanchimont on Loaf. And he's got the job done. So Jeff back up into 9th. Then he's got the fastest lap of the race. Loaf has gone into the pits. And there we got Wedding behind Alex in the Red Bull. You can see he's gaining already. Having to lift it Eau Rouge just to try and set the move up. He's going to pass him before the DRS zone at Campbell Straight. And he's going to breeze by, and he'll be right behind Aguirre here by the time he gets to the braking zone. So a lot of straight line speed in the Alpine. And there's Danny, about 5 seconds adrift. Not waiting now on Aguirre, having to lift it Blanchimont. He's caught him at an awkward point. Looks like Aguirre just getting out of his way there. And Wedding now up into P4. He's made time on the leaders. He's got Rosella in the pit lane. So it looks like the undercut's pretty powerful. In fact, he's going to jump his teammate, who was a few seconds ahead of him before the pit stops, and he's going to come out with actually a bit of a lead here. So the undercut here at Spa is the way to go. You don't want to extend by the look of it. So Wedding is into the effective race lead. You still have Cabeza Speed and Kalbachik still to pit. Oh, and that's Aguirre's run wide. And that's going to allow Rosella to get by and set his sights on his teammate. Got Dunny now behind Kajizny. Coming up to Blanchimont. Does he have the straight line speed? Not really. They continue side by side. He'll have the inside for the bus stop. And he's got the job done. And in fact, Kajizny and Aguirre both into the pit. So they're going for a much shorter second stint. But I think that may compromise them a bit. So from the lead, Cabeza Speed, he was third before the pit stop sequence. It will be interesting to see where he'll appear afterwards. I would imagine he might even find himself behind Danny here, and in fact he will. It's only just pulled in, so that longer stint not paying off for the Williams driver. And he was only 2 seconds away from Wedding before the pit stop sequence, so he's lost a lot of time. Jeff, though, with his pit stop sequence, has made up all that time he lost with that contact with Danny. Here we go. AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo. A little bit awkward there. Kajizny just putting it up the inside, getting the job done. And up into P8. And here we go. Rosella once again has caught Wedding. And he's going to breeze by him down the straight. Yellow's out in sector 3. So Rosella in the lead. Wedding back to second. And the battle continues. Aguirre and Kajizny. Just a little bit of lifting there. Wants to set the move up for Kemmel Straight. Aguirre with the DRS. He's going to breeze by. But can he pull it up at Lecombe? He does pull it up, and up into 8th place goes Aguirre. Go, blown over the back of Ross. Puts it up the inside. Ross gives him space, but as we've seen, that Haas has a lot of straight line speed in the low downforce configuration. And once again, the battle continues, and Kajizny's back ahead of Aguirre, so these guys have had a race-long battle. And it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. And now we've got Lope trying to go around the outside of Ross at Lake Coombe. He's going to get... Oh, he's just going to get the job done there. But I don't think this battle is over. But Lope has to make the most of the middle sector. And once again, here we go. Battle between the two alphas. Romeo and Tori. And Aguirre is going to have the inside for the bus stop. And he'll get the move done again. But can he hold it? There's one lap to go. And we've got Lope well off there, down there at Pouin. And Brendan Ross will get that position back. So he finally got the position. And now he's lost it with that mistake. And, well, I've got a sudden retirement. Gajizny, it looks like mechanical problems led him to go and retire, unfortunately. But Luke Rosella will continue Alpine's dominance over this mid-season. And they will get a 1-2 here. Wedding will finish in second place here. So great result for them in their bid for the Constructors' title. Danny will finish in third place with Kabeja Speed just ahead of his teammate Jeff. Jeff will finish ahead of Kelbachik, who's going to score points on a debut. And there's the two Alpines. Very, very happy. Alex Bijak will finish in P7 with Aguirre in 8th. And we've got Ross a little bit of a lock-up here. And Lope is just going to send. He's just driven into the side of the house. And, oh, he's dropped it on the exit. So Ross will come home in 9th for his first points in Liga Virtual. And Lope will cross the line backwards in 10th place for the last points-paying position.